Hey baddies, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we are doing this glam look. So I was actually recording, this was supposed to be a part 2 from a part 1 of a eyebrow tutorial, but my phone was full and I didn't realize that I wasn't recording this whole time. So I'm gonna do another in-depth eyebrow tutorial maybe sometime next week, but today we're doing this full look and I just want to see if gloss would make a difference, because you know gloss sometimes, ooh, a good gloss, you know, a good gloss. So I'm going in with my Thrill Seeker by Rimmel. Let me just see if okay, okay, okay. I'm agreeing. Okay. Okay, yeah. I'm agreeing. I'm just gonna neaten this up, but I really hope you guys enjoy this video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on your notification bell so you can know when I'm posting the next video. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I feel like that's where disasters happen. But yeah, so it's not about using product all over your face. No, it's about product placement. So I always start off with skincare before I do any form of makeup on my face, and on a daily basis I always do my skincare because, as you guys can see, I'm an acne prone skin girly, and yeah, skincare is essential, I think, for everyone. Actually, started off with applying my turmeric and rose water on my face, and then I just let that sit in, and now I'm gonna go in with the Garnier Even and Bright's Vitamin C Booster Serum. What I find about this serum, I actually got this serum through a campaign that was a bit weird. A lot of people in South Africa were a part of this campaign, and yeah, we weren't really sure what was what, but you know, I got through with the campaign. And what I do appreciate about the product is that, as much as the campaign was a bit, you know, confusing, because I'm not trying to say too much on screen right now, but yeah, the serum is good. The serum works for me. And right now, these days, as I told you guys, I've been trying to be very minimalistic with the skincare that I'm using, because I actually want to be more intentional. So I kind of have to see, you know, I gotta see, you know, what's working, what's not working. And I'm gonna be on a journey of trying the same skincare for at least 2 years for me to actually see a difference and see in the long run. So I know you should see the difference in the skincare that you're using like after 4 weeks maximum, but I think with acne prone skin, because you're always getting breakouts, it's even hard to tell. Like, you'd have to literally focus on one spot, and or two spots that like vary in terms of hyperpigmentation, and then take it from there, because it's wild. Anyways, so I've let this sit in, and I'm going to go in with my sunscreen, which is the Derm Opal. The reason why I love this sunscreen is because it's blemish cream. It's got glycolic acid and kojic acid, and I just love those two things. If I'm going to use a sunscreen, let's at least make it functional. So yeah, I'm going to go in with that. I'm not going to use a lot, because, you know, yeah, I just don't want to use a lot. I don't like too many products or heavy products on my skin, and I'm not going to be outside for too long. So yeah, so the translucent powder that I use is the Wet n Wild translucent powder, and it's in the shade white. I really like it because it really helps with brightening, and I've got a banana powder, so I use it both. So when I do my eyebrows specifically, I like to go in with thin layers. So I'm gonna put just a little bit of translucent powder, and obviously use the back of my hand to buff it out and spread it out evenly. And then I just go in and first melt that in, so that I'm not moving the eyebrow much. So while that's like low-key, high-key kind of cooling off, I go in with the second layer just to blur the brow itself, especially on the edges, because I want to raise the brow. And then yeah, so this is just depending on the look that I want to do. So it's not all the time that I'm going to do this with my eyebrows. As you guys have seen in my other videos, I just it depends on the look you're trying to do. And with this particular look, I'm actually trying to raise up my eyebrows, so I need to blur the edges a bit. So it's low-key kind of like how drag queens would do their makeup. You just gotta really go in heavy with the product. And I'm just gonna prove to you guys that this is, I'm gonna show you the look that I'm gonna do in the second video, because this is part 1. I'm gonna show you guys that there's no such thing as natural glam with not a lot of products. So yeah, this is what we beauty creators have been saying to you guys, and you guys are gonna see it today. Okay, you guys are gonna see it today, because today I'm doing natural glam. So yeah, let me let this sit in, and then I'm just gonna neaten up and clean up the space a bit.
Her ex-boyfriend, 26-year-old cook Jermaine Butler, for claiming her children on his tax return. Jermaine is countersuing for car damage, stolen clothes, and...
Have a child?
Yes,
How,
not together.
not together. How old is your child?
My daughter is 22 months old.
You also have a niece that...
Not me shooting a video about an eyebrow tutorial and my phone is actually full and I don't have that content. I'm so annoyed. I did a whole eyebrow tutorial for you guys, and I did this eyelash tutorial and eyeshadow tutorial, and here we are. I'm so sad, but I'm not gonna give up. This is a video nonetheless. I'm gonna continue. And so basically what I did with my eyebrows after carving them out, yeah, so after drawing along the lines of the shape I was trying to create, I went in with a lighter concealer and then my foundation shade at the top, and then I made sure that I blended that out so that when I apply my foundation, everything is more of a seamless feel. So now I've already applied my skincare. So with regards to my skincare, because I've already done it, and you know, I was in with these 3 products. So I went in with firstly the Maybelline Fit Me primer. I went in with this on the outside. It really leaves the skin very velvety and smooth, and I just love the way that the foundation sits on it. It just creates like this, it just creates like a butter blend. And then I go in with my Catrice 10-in-1, because this one actually is blurring for my pores, and I go in the middle over here, and I always make sure that I don't go too much on the under eyes. The under eyes should always stay as dry as it can, or just on skincare, you know. And then after that, this really brings moisture back into the face, so I went in with that, and here we are, and I'm about to apply my foundation. All right, so now I'm gonna go in with my Revlon concealer, and yeah, sometimes I spice it up, you guys. Sometimes the concealer that I use is a bit red, and sometimes I try this one out. So this is all in the name of knowing the game and being a pro at makeup. So you gotta be flexible, you gotta try different things. And yeah, I'm just gonna cover up these spots. I'm gonna go in with my foundation, and with regards to foundation, I have to like literally mix 2 shades because to get the best shade for myself, but I don't mind. It's just a bit harsher. So what I like to do is when mixing the shades, I like to mix them on a particular palette. You can use anything just to blend out your foundation. Don't go into your face with foundation. Yeah, just literally blend it out first on a palette, and then lightly go in. You go in and apply the foundation. So before I apply the foundation, I go in with my setting spray, just like 2 pumps, just to bring moisture back into the face. So like that. So I'm just letting the foundation sit on this side because I'm trying out a new foundation. I just want to see how it's working out. Before I go in with that, I'm just going to go in with my Maybelline Superstay concealer. This concealer is just amazing, amazing, amazing. So now I'm just going to blend out my concealer. So the best hack when it comes to blending out concealer is to make sure you keep it within the range of what you're trying to conceal. So you don't want your... Have you ever noticed when you are blending out your foundation and... I mean, you're doing your makeup and everything is now like one color and there's like no dimension. That's because you spread out the product too much. So this is why we use different brushes for each step. And then, yeah. So for the forehead, you create your moon shape or semicircle. And then when it comes to the concealer itself, try your best to keep it within the range that you are blending it out. So like that. When it comes to nose contour, for me, it starts with the concealer itself. So I like to conceal my nose as well, so that when I contour, I don't have to do too many things like I'm outlining and adding in the middle. It's just a bit, I feel like that's where disasters happen. But yeah, so I'm just gonna blend this out. I'm gonna go in with an even brighter shade, which is by Essence Cosmetics, and I'm just gonna put it in this area. When it comes to brightening your concealer, you have to kind of leave the concealer in the area again that you're trying to brighten. So usually what I do is I keep the concealer, I first spread it out on the outside, because you obviously want to create that depth, and then I leave the most of the light concealer on the inside of my eye. So I also go in over here on the corners of my mouth and in the middle of my face as well. Then I'd like to start my contour now, which is creating the white line. And that's good. I'm going to leave this out for a while and then I'm going to blend it out. Now I'm going to go in and contour my face. So I'm going to go in with the darkest foundation shade that I have, and I'm just trying to create a nice contour. So whenever you're going to contour your face, you use this line over here to measure out. So I kind of like a flat contour because it creates more depth in my face. A long one creates like, this is the line, but I just don't like that. Makeup is supposed to be fun and create illusions that you are into. So I just kind of like to make it a bit straight like that. All right, so now that I've blended out all my concealers and foundation and contour, so basically all the wet products, I'm going to end it off with applying some blush to my face. So let me try this deep dark purple since I'm trying to do like a soft glam. So let me try and maybe look for something that's a bit more natural looking, you know? So to achieve like a complete bright under eye, you gotta have to make sure that you have a bright concealer and bright powder. So I'm gonna go in with this white and just a bit of pigment so that I don't look like obviously a ghost. But yeah, this is how I like it. Like I need the base to like scream out whatever my intention is. If the intention is to go lighter, then I needed to do that, you know? And keep it in the area so that you can create that depth. So it's not about using product all over your face. No, it's about product placement. Do you guys see how a natural glam can literally use so much product? And guys, take your time. Don't be afraid to build up the product. Don't always be rushing to do the job, you know? Take your time. Take your time, honey. You're just a baddie, a cute girly. You can take your time. Ain't nobody waiting for you. Ain't nobody needs, they can wait, actually. What am I saying? Ain't nobody waiting for you. They can wait is what I'm trying to say. I'm going to go in with this low-key kind of like a deep yellow orange, specifically to create the transition between the super bright one and the powder that I'm going to use for the rest of my face. So now I'm going to go in with the darker shades. I'm first going to start off with the most neutral shade that is close to my foundation, just to create a good base and know where I'm going. So with these darker shades, we are trying to basically warm up the face a bit. So this one is just the same color as my foundation. And I just need to powder everything down, and then we will take it from there. So after I'm done with that, I'm gonna go in with a darker shade just to accentuate my contour. So I'm using an angled brush so that you see it creates like the sharpest contour. All right, so now I'm gonna contour my nose. I'm gonna go in with like the shade that is close to my foundation, because already, remember, I've applied a lot of concealer on my nose. So I'm gonna go in inside here first, just to start the base of the nose contour. This is actually my favorite part of makeup. And then I'm going to create this line here. Always have to put powder at the bottom. So now I'm going in with my translucent powder again, just to bake my face. So I'm just basically trying to create that sharpness like that. It also assists when it comes to contouring your nose, and especially if you want to get that ultimately full-on smash kind of contour. So when it comes to this translucent powder, because of this look that I'm trying to do, which is a natural glam, I'm only going to stick to the translucent powder in certain areas that I want to brighten, and then I'm gonna go in with my banana powder just to create that depth. And then you always need to let the translucent powder sit on your face for a while. So I'm just gonna go in with my banana powder. And same thing with the banana powder, I rub it against my hand, and then I dab exactly what I want to bake or warm up, you know? Okay, so while I let the translucent powder sit in, I'm just going to go in with my lip liner. right, so because I'm going for a full matte look, I'm gonna go in with my Makeup by Revolution matte fixing spray. Whew. And then I'm gonna go in with my Usha's shimmer spray. So because it's a matte look, I kind of want a little bit of razzle dazzle. And this just like brings back a bit of moisture back into this matte look. So there it is, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I think this glam is very cute. It's a soft glam. So as you guys can see how much product I used on a soft glam. So yeah, I think it's fire. Yeah, I think it's fire. Maybe I might add some gloss. We'll see, because sometimes I really like a good matte look. But yeah, I really think this look is fire.